Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing tonight? This is Rob from P6, and we have in studio tonight Bailey, Jordan, Neil. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How you doing?
Doing okay. Let me turn your mics on over here, because everyone's tuned in. They don't want to hear me. They just want to hear you. Right now, I'm disembodied because I forgot to flick that camera on me. So we are. There we go. We got you. Yeah. There we go. Let me take your effects off so that people can hear you. Thank you for coming in tonight, and thank you for everyone who is tuned in. Let me turn my mic down just a bit, and thank you for everyone who's tuned in. I see you all in the chat there. If you're in the chat, say hello. Make sure, because Bailey's got the screen right in front of him there. There you go. We got Juggersnot 10. I don't know if you know who that is, but...
that would be Emily.
Oh, nice. First time chat from viewer. Emily's a Juggersnot? Yeah. Emily is who? Your girlfriend?
Yes.
Nice. Welcome, Emily. Welcome, everyone who is tuned in. Appreciate it. You guys are in for a treat tonight because you have no idea what's in store. This is a one-man band. He's extremely talented. I've seen him at a lot of the open mics that I've been to, and he is gracing us with his presence in the P6 Media Studio, and I really appreciate it. So I don't want to, like, obviously I got to fix my camera to get on screen, but I don't want to take up any more of your time because you guys have been sitting in the chat and sitting online and sitting in the standby screen waiting for what's most important, and that is the music. So, Bailey, what do you got in store for us for your first tune?
Well, I'm going to start off with a song that, if you've listened to my music, you've probably heard this song. This is called Again Today. It did pretty well on the East Coast, so I usually like to start or end with it, and I'm going to do an acoustic version of it tonight. So I hope everybody enjoys it.
Perfect. Take it away.
All right, this is called Again Today. It's hard to say what's on my mind when I've tried 1,000 times. I need to know that I won't get left behind. I don't wanna be the reason that you cry, 'cause you're the only thing that makes me smile. I just want you to tell me that it's all in my head. But I just wanted you to know that it's hard on me to see you go. Don't say that I didn't ask you to stay. Don't say that I wanted it this way. Don't say that I don't love you anyway. When you broke my heart again today. Again today. I don't wanna tell you how I feel, 'cause if I do, that'll make it real. And I know it's hard for you to hear what's on my mind. I want you to see the things you dreamt of all your life. I just hope you wanna see them with me by your side. But I just wanted you to know that it's hard on me to see you go. Don't say that I didn't ask you to stay. Don't say that I wanted it this way. Don't say that I don't love you anyway. When you broke my heart again today. Again today. Turn to me to say someday you'll meet someone new, and then all the time you spent with me will just be another memory. I just wanted you to know that it's hard on me to see you go. Don't say that I didn't ask you to stay.
Wow. That
Thank
was
you.
fantastic.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Wow. I'm blown away. And I want to say hello to everyone who's in the chat. Let's see what we got in here. We got A Services something. Bernie Bo Boo.
Bernie,
Eraz.
that's probably my mom.
There you go. We got J Bob in from Wisconsin. Juggersnot 10. Obviously, that's Emily and MJW63. I don't know who these people are, but hopefully get in the chat. Let us know. Let's know where you're tuned in from. And say hello to Bailey, who's taking us for tonight here at the P6 Live Media Studio and for the P6 Live Studio Sessions. 06. We're already at 06. This is awesome. And yeah, that tune was absolutely fantastic. And have you played that at the one of the open mics that I've seen you at yet?
Very possible.
Yes, very possible. And let me take that effects off your voice. And you've played at a bunch of them around the city. So
Oh yeah.
one of the reasons I was actually reminded of, inviting you into the studio was because I came across a listing where you were playing. I think it was at Middle 8.
Yes.
Yes, you were at Middle 8. I was actually looking at like the events that were happening there because it's kind of like an out of the way little spot. And I see your name. I'm like, this guy's goddamn ambitious. He's an ambitious musician, and I was like, and extremely talented. So I'm happy to have you in the studio and taking us through the event tonight. And what do you got next lined up?
Well, I'm gonna do a couple off my EP, and I've got some covers lined up. This next one is gonna be "It's Who I Am," which is another one off of the EP, and yeah, it's just a fun song, a pop song, if you will.
And people can find that EP where?
Oh, it's anywhere you find music, pretty much.
Apple
iTunes,
Music, Spotify, that whole deal.
all that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Wow. Let's
Alright.
do it. Let's take it away.
All right, this is called "It's Who I Am." What I wanna be doing and who I want around. Now I'm down here thinking about all the things I've done. Can't help but remember all the ones who left and broke my heart. I'll be gone for a while, things could get pretty wild, but I know it will be worth it in the long run. Oh, I don't know where I'm going. Oh, I got lost in the moment. Oh, I don't realize what I started, but I know I'll see through to the end. It's who I am. It's who I am. Now I'm down here sitting with all the ones I love, and I hope they stick around to see all that's to come. And I've heard it's hard to do it when you're on your own, but I know no matter what, I'm really not alone. I'll be gone for a while, things could get pretty wild, but I know it will be worth it in the long run. Oh, I don't know where I'm going. Oh, I got lost in the moment. Oh, I don't realize what I started, but I know I'll see through to the end. It's who I am. It's who I am. It's who I am. Oh, it's who I am. I don't know where I wanna be 10 years from now. I just know what I wanna be doing and who I want around. Oh, I don't know where I'm going. Oh, I got lost in the moment. Oh, I don't realize what I started, but I know I'll see through to the end. It's who I am.
the harmonies on that one, that was fantastic. And you know, even when you started off on that tune, the rhythm section, it gave me some Tom Petty vibes.
I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
That song, which is
Yeah.
I've never really listened.
Learning to
Tom
Fly. It's like, yeah, no, it's got that vibe to it. And I was just like, you know what? That familiar groove, I'm with it. I'm with it.
Yeah.
I'm on top of that one. That one hits me right in the chest. So good. Welcome to everyone who's in the chat. Lots of people in here. Make yourselves known. Give us an area code check. Obviously, J Bob says that tune is fire. Juggersnot giving us the lightning bolt. And you want to say hi to anyone specific?
Well, I want to say hi to everybody who's here. I'm glad that J Bob likes the song, for sure. I'm glad you think that it's good.
A man of many words.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. So let's move on to the next tune because I'm really stoked. I'm really stoked about what I'm hearing so far. And you played a bunch of stuff at the beginning. You know, in the warm up and all the sound check stuff, and that was excellent. And I was getting really excited about what we were gonna hear. And I know you have like a billion tunes in you, so I'm almost as excited of the selection of what you're gonna play as much as what you are gonna play in terms of where you're gonna go with us, where you're gonna take us tonight. So what do we got coming up next?
This next song is a cover. It's called Skinny Love. I'm sure everyone has heard it at some point, and I hope you guys enjoy my rendition.
Okay, here's Skinny Love. Take it away.
Come on, skinny love, just last the year. For a little soul we were never here. My, right in the moment, this order is told. And tell my love to wreck it all. Cut all of the ropes and let me fall. My. Staring at the sink of blood and crush my name. And I told you to be patient, and I told you to be fine, and I told you to be balanced, and I told you to be kind. And in the morning I'll be with you, but it'll be a different kind. 'Cause I'll be holding all the tickets, and you'll be holding all the fine. Come on, skinny love, what happened here? Stuck along the open lines here. My. Right in the moment, this word is told. And I told you to be patient, and I told you to be fine. I told you to be balanced, and I told you to be kind. And if all your love is wasted, then who the hell was I? 'Cause I'll be breaking at the bridges, and at the end of all your lies. Who will love you? Who will fight? Who will fall far behind? Who will love you? Who will fight? Who will fall Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
What made you want to cover that one?
Honestly, so that's one of those songs that has like very little chords, and I used to do open mics a lot when I was a young kid, and I say young kid, 14, 15, like 5 years ago. But that was a song that was was covered a lot by a lot of young up and coming artists and stuff. And I was sitting down at home one time just playing with chords. I was trying to write a song actually, and I realized I was humming that song.
Oh, there
and
you
ever
go.
since then, because I enjoyed that so much that when I was just fiddling around, I've covered it ever since, pretty much.
As musicians, we tend to do that a lot in terms of wanting to get a song out of your head. So it's kind of like playing a guitar, you start humming it over and over again, you wake up with it in your brain, and it turns into like a meditative thing where you just want to get that song out of your head. Let's speak a little bit about your background. You come from Pasadena, Newfoundland.
Yes.
Yes. What was it like growing up there? Like, talk about the music scene, how you came into music a little bit.
So there isn't much of a music scene, especially in Pasadena, Newfoundland. So Pasadena is kind of just, there's a school there's a couple convenience stores, and a Foodland, and that's pretty much it. You know, and then it's just housing and like people, like it's more of like a seniors community than anything.
So how did you manage to get involved in music in that kind of environment?
Honestly, I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. Like, I didn't share a lot of interest with a lot of other kids my age, if that makes sense.
What were the interests?
Well, and where I come from, there isn't a lot to do. Like, you're hanging out in the woods smoking weed, or you're at home playing video games. And, you know, other than after-school sports, which I've never been much of a sporty guy, hence the guitar. But, like, that's kind of just it. So it's like, if I didn't want to be out experimenting with things or partying, then there wasn't really anywhere to go, so I stayed home and played music. And
does your family have a music background?
Yes, my grandmother's a music teacher. She taught like piano lessons and taught in school and stuff. She teaches other things as well, but she was primarily a music teacher. And my grandfather played in a band. They were the Humber Road Greasers. They
Humber
do a
Road
lot of old
Greasers
rock covers and stuff.
I don't imagine they're on Spotify.
No. They do have a CD though.
Oh, there you go. Well, the Greasers. Maybe they'll come to Toronto sometimes. So your grandmother gave you a gift then?
Oh, well, I definitely got it from both sides, and it was definitely encouraged greatly from both sides. So.
And was there a lot of singing at home?
Oh.
Did you? Yeah,
Oh,
you basically all got together and you threw your voices out there, because a lot of people either come from an environment. A lot of people that come through this studio have come through an environment of music in their families, or come through an environment of music in their organizations, such as churches.
Yeah.
Or congregations and stuff. Is that part of your background too, like the church environment?
Not quite as much, but I used to go to church every Sunday with my grandmother, and they had a choir there. I don't think I was ever in the church choir. I can't say for certain, but I definitely was at church singing when I was young, growing up, and same thing goes for family gatherings and parties. And yeah, it was just always kind of a thing.
Nice. So you got a shout out there from Aunt Beat, Uncle Larry, Jennifer, Kathy, and families. Yeah, they're all tuned in.
Waterbrook, which is 20 minutes away from Pasadena.
Right on. Well, welcome to the chat. Welcome, and feel free. Like, you can see it up on the screen. I don't know if you can read that, or is the lettering too small up there?
I can see some of it. There's
some of it.
in the way.
All right. Okay. Well, here.
I see them.
I'll move it over to the other side of the screen so that you can see it a little bit better. I know we got all these cameras and things in the studio that are.
It's been a while since they saw me play. That's
well,
for sure.
There you go. Then now they can see your whole set. Are you speaking of playing? Are you playing any spots anytime soon?
Well, actually, I have. So I booked a gig for the first week of March on a Thursday, I think.
Nice.
I'm not sure where that is yet, though. But I am going to be at Middle 8, which is the place you mentioned. I'm going to be there pretty much every Saturday.
Nice. Oh, you got a residency. Good for you.
Exactly.
That's right around the corner from where I live, so I might come out and check you out on a Saturday.
They got good food and good drinks.
There we go, and I'll bring some people as well. So what do you got coming up next?
Next song?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do another one of mine, and this one's called Now We Know. It hasn't been recorded yet properly, and I haven't been able to release it, but I'm still working on that.
We'll get you sorted out. Don't worry about that.
These things take time.
We'll get you sorted out.
But yeah, the people who have heard this song and the people I've played it for seem to really enjoy it, so I think I'm going to play it for you guys.
Perfect. All right, take it away.
Well, I don't wanna tell you I'm leaving, but I can't stay. And I don't wanna tell you it's over, but it's better this way. You know I'll always be there if you fall. But you don't need me, and you'll see that when I'm gone. So don't let this break your heart. We both knew this was doomed from the start, and we didn't know how far this would go. Now we know. Now we know. Oh, I don't wanna be the one who left you alone, but maybe we've gotta do this on our own. You're better off without me, wait, and you'll see. Oh, I need you to let me set you free. So don't let this break your heart, 'cause we both knew this was doomed from the start, and we didn't know how far this would go. Now we know. Now we know. Now we know. So don't let this break your heart, 'cause we both knew this was doomed from the start. We didn't know how far this would go. Well, now we know. Now we know.
Wow. I don't even know. So that is one of the tunes that was in the promos that we put
Yes.
out. Yeah, and I don't know the names of them simply because like I have them in my archive from the open mic shows that you've performed at, and I love them and I select them because I think they're so fantastic. And that one definitely hits the mark on that.
Well, I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, love it, love it, love it, love it. And so, looking into your background a little bit, you've done what was it like it was a kind of like The Voice type of show at some point.
Sing for the Shot? Or
The
something.
Shot.
The
The
Shot.
Shot. What is The Shot?
The Shot.
I've never seen it. So
It's essentially what you just said. It's Canadian Idol on a bit of a lower budget, like kind of thing. I don't know what happened with the season that I partook in because they only aired 3 episodes of it.
really,
Yeah, I really have no idea. And the new
and that was out in
seasons-
Newfoundland.
No, this was here in
That was
Ontario.
here, eh?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I won't really get in too much because I don't really know what I
Right.
should and should not say about the thing. But it's essentially just a.
Well, you're allowed to
singing
shit
competition.
talk them as much as you want. I don't care.
Well, no, they were very pleasant to me.
Yeah.
They were wonderful people to deal with. I just have no idea what happened with the show that was filmed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm curious about that in the sense that you know, you're someone who comes from Newfoundland, you come to Ontario to basically cut your teeth in the music scene here, and I'm curious about how someone gets involved in something like that when they arrive here.
Honestly, I just Googled stuff. I was like, where are the open mics at? And then I went to the open mics. One thing that did help me a lot was so do you know who Zach Warner is?
No, not particularly.
He's an old, he used to be on Canadian Idol.
Okay.
And he moved to Newfoundland for a little while, and he was doing a thing there. And he had open mics that he was doing. So So I was going to these open mics, and I met him through there, and he had a friend up here who lived up here who was visiting. And they went out on the town, like the week that they were there, and everywhere they went, I was playing.
Oh, nice.
So
familiarity.
Exactly. So I got to know his friend and him through that. And then when I came to Toronto, I just reached out to his friend, and they were like, come, you can stay on my couch and get to know the city a little bit. And through that, I was able to get to know a few people
Wow,
in the scene. And yeah.
What a nice guy. Big shout out to Zach Warner, is it?
Yes.
Big shout out to Zach Warner for seeding the talent that we have in the studio tonight. And if you don't know, if you're just tuning in, it's Beatty Jordan Neal, and he is performing for us tonight here in the P6 Live Media Studio, and he's doing a lot of originals and some covers, and he's doing a fantastic job so far. Big shout out to everyone out in the chat. We got lots of people tuned in. You can feel free to get in the chat and say hello, because that makes it all the fun. And you can see behind me here, I've actually moved the screen over. Hold on, let me get out of the way.
Yeah, if they have questions and stuff, if I can answer them, I will.
Yeah, and he can see exactly what you're saying, and make sure you keep it interactive. And on this cold, wintry, crappy weather night, make sure you have a hot drink or even a cold drink, and hydration check for everybody.
Yes.
Hydration check. Make sure you stay hydrated and keep up with us for the show for the duration of the night. We're still going for a while, and with Bailey Jordan Neal, what do you got coming up next?
This next one is another one off the EP. It's called That's Fine, and I hope it's good.
And you hope it's fine.
Yes.
All right. Okay, go ahead.
Nobody that knows me like I know that you do. You keep me balanced and you keep me steady. So the weight of my world, it doesn't seem so heavy. Now I wish I could be the only one for you, but it's perfectly clear that I don't deserve to. But that's fine, I'll be alright, and maybe I'll leave and get some sleep tonight, because you're right and I don't wanna fight. So I'll just keep playing along. Clearly it's true that everyone needs a friend like you. But when I'm feeling like this, I just don't know what to do. Now I wish I could be enough or do enough for you, but it's perfectly clear that I don't deserve to. But that's fine, I'll be alright, and maybe I'll leave and get some sleep tonight, because you're right and I don't wanna fight. So I'll just keep playing along. and I don't wanna fight, so I'll just keep playing along.
Wow. Another one that was in the promo. It's obviously off your EP, and it's fantastic. So good. So
Haven't done that one with pedal in a while.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to ask. Like, speaking of that pedal, you make heavy use of a contraption for people at home, a contraption that basically loops a lot of segments, but all those musical segments are segments that you plug or you're playing into the unit that repeat.
Yes.
It's called a looper. What made you want to be a solo looping musician like you are? And obviously it conjures images of Ed Sheeran, who basically started off that way and still does a lot of concerts that way and is very comfortable. What made you choose that route for musicians rather than, let's say, seeking out band members or other like-minded musicians that you wanted to collab with and do a fuller band setup type stuff?
So really there's like it's like a twofold reason, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Like, first of all, like, yes, Ed Sheeran played a huge part in that. But the reason being is, like, so I grew up listening to, like, Green Day, Mariana's Trench, Fall Out Boy, like, all this. Like, my sister would just give me, like, play music, and I'd be like, I like that.
Is your sister tuned in right now?
I have no idea.
She'll be reprimanded at next Thanksgiving for not tuning in.
Oh, of course. But yeah, so she basically influenced what I listened to so much. And I had this image in my head that you needed to have blue hair and skinny jeans and a leather jacket to play music.
What, you don't? You don't?
Well, exactly.
Hold on. Stop the presses. No, okay, sorry, go ahead.
No, but seriously, like, that is the belief. You need to be a cool guy. And I was never that guy, if that makes sense. And so when I was sitting in my mom's basement and I was watching YouTube videos, I saw a concert of Ed Sheeran. And he was playing, it was either the O2 Arena or it was the iTunes Festival or something. Either way, he was on this huge stage by himself with an acoustic guitar, singing and playing. And I looked at that and I was like, I could do that. I don't have to dye my hair to do that. I don't have to change the way I dress. I can literally just get up and play music that I love. You know what I mean? And it was like, that was kind of the thing that got me into it. And people obviously compare it to Ed Sheeran, and I take that as a compliment because he's amazingly talented. And, like, it's just that kind of thing, the ability to create on your own. And it's like, and that also doesn't limit me. Like, if I want to play a show, I can go and play a show. And if I want to play with a band, I can do that too. You know what I mean? Because it's essentially like playing with a click track. So it's the same as playing, not the same, it's not the same energy, but definitely, yeah, it's good.
I get what you mean. And because there's a bit of a weird, I don't know, burden in trying to find people you can collab with and then organizing them into gigs and then
commitment.
It's so much. There's so much involved there. It's like sometimes it's like herding cats. I say when you bring a full band, because I've brought a bunch of full bands into here and some of it's worked out. Some of it's been like, oh, this person's scheduled can't do this and they can't do that.
Yep.
So I get it, and there's a big freedom involved in just being able to go up on stage with just your music and your thoughts and your equipment and your gear, but there's also a big pressure. So how did you get past that pressure point?
So that was kind of necessity, because like I said, like where I grew up, like I didn't have a lot of friends that shared a lot of interests. Like I had a friend who played guitar, but like I mean he had a job and he wanted to buy a truck. You know what I mean? It was not like
the important things in life.
Well, yeah, he didn't want to go sleep on couches and play music, and
right.
I completely understand. But it's just like I didn't have people around me that I could say, hey, let's get together, let's write music, let's release music, let's tour. You know what I mean? So I kind of, if I wanted to do it, I had to do it by myself. I found a way that that's possible, and so I pursued that.
And now being in a city that's arguably more musical than Pasadena, Nova Scotia, do you ever feel the pull to collab with other musicians? Because some of the performances I've seen you do, for example, Supermarket, Free Fall Sundays, you've been up on stage and there have been like a whole slew of like professional musicians around you and beside you and singing like the backup harmony vocals and stuff like that. Did that not scratch a certain itch that was kind of, you didn't know was there?
So it definitely does scratch a certain itch. I played with the Augustas for about a year or two. And
the Augustas are coming in here in March, so make sure you follow the channel so you can see.
So that was kind of the thing, like Aubrey, one of the
Yes.
band members, like, we started playing together, and that was the first time I had ever really played with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes, like I've played with people, like at supermarket, people will come up and just jam.
Yeah.
But me and Aubrey sat down and we actually worked out how to play the songs and like what we wanted to do, and that was the first time I'd ever done that. And then we had Alfie come in and play bass for us, and we had some people sometimes would come in and sit on the cajon, and we had multiple artists who would perform, and we would back each other up, and that was a whole complete other experience.
Yeah.
And I think it's valuable to have your own sort of thing to bring to the table.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense. Like,
yeah,
each
absolutely.
artist in that group was their own artist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that is, like, in my opinion, equally valuable to having a band that is just a band.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense. It was
Yeah.
more of a collective.
Yeah.
And it definitely scratched that band itch.
Yeah. And so, I admire what you're doing in the sense that, like I said, it's a lot of pressure to go up and just perform on your own with, you know, you're adding the percussive elements, you're adding the harmonics, the harmonies and the sound. There's even a bass component to it, just from like the way you strum the guitar and the other the underlaying rhythm parts, and it's a difficult thing. And at your age, I can imagine how that's freeing, but also a lot of pressure. So I admire your fortitude in coming to this city and as a solo artist and cutting your teeth, because you're doing an excellent job. So what do you got coming up for us next?
I'm going to do another cover for you guys. This one was actually also in the promo material, which is why I decided to play it.
Nice.
This is a song that I saw an artist named James T.W., that's what he goes by, and he was opening for Shawn Mendes for a little while, and that's how I heard about him.
Nice. Have you met Shawn?
No.
You should. I know where he lives.
Well,
I've never met him, but I know where he lives. I'll drop you off at his front door, and
Just
then
see
you
how it
just
goes.
hang out in front and say, "Give me a gig."
Yeah.
That's how it works, I hear.
But I never met. I heard of James T.W. through that, and I listened to his music,
Yeah.
and he covered this song when, I don't know, I was probably 16 at the time, so it was a
Okay.
little while ago.
Well,
But,
fantastic.
Yeah. I hope you guys
Everyone tuned in at home, make sure you get into the chat and say hello. I know, like, there's a lot of people who are tuned in who probably don't have a Twitch account, because I can see the viewer count. I can see who's in the chat. So it's very easy to sign up to Twitch. It's free. Log in and get in the chat. Get involved. Say hi. The chat screen's behind me right there, and you can basically interact with us here in the P6 Live Media Studio for Studio Sessions 06 with Bailey Jordan Neal. Take it away.
Thought I saw a girl brought to life. But she was warm, she came around, she was dignified. She showed me what it was to cry. But you couldn't be that girl I'd adore. You don't seem to know or seem to care what your heart is for. But I don't know her anymore. There's nothing where she used to lie. My inspiration has run dry. That's what's going on. Nothing's right, I'm torn. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. Cold and I am shamed. Ground and broken on the floor. Illusions never change into something real. Well, I'm wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn. You're a little late. I'm already torn. So I guess the fortune teller's right. I should have seen just what was there and not some holy lie. But you crawled beneath my veins and now I don't care. I have no love and I don't miss it all that much. Just so many things that I can't touch, I'm torn. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. I'm cold and I am shamed. Ground and broken on the floor. Illusions never change into something real. Well, I'm wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn. You're a little late and I'm already torn. I feel. I'm cold and I am shamed, lying naked on the floor. Illusions never change into something real. Well, I'm wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. I'm cold and I am shamed, proud and broken on the floor. Illusions never change into something real. Well, I'm wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn. You're a little baby, I'm already torn. I'm already torn.
Tearing it up. Speaking of torn, you're tearing it up. Yeah, that was that. I think that was the one that really got me at Supermarket when you played that with just the full band
Yeah, I
going.
remember that.
And obviously that tune is gonna bring all the musicians on stage to get their piece in, and they're just singing the background and playing the keys and the bass. I think you had like three background vocalists on there.
We got 2 people on keyboard.
Yeah, 2 people on keyboard. Danny drums playing like the whatever he plays, and Tony Riballo and like
Killing it.
all the people. I mean, like that one brings all the musicians to the yard. That one there, and you got a big shout out from JoJoann73 from
Joanne,
Winnipeg.
hello.
Yes, and J Bob obviously thinks this is fantastic. It is a fantastic cover. And you guys are in for a treat because we're still going all night here. And yeah, we're gonna go till Saturday morning. That's what we're doing now. We all need to breathe, eat, sleep, and whatever. But we are graced by Bailey Jordan Neal in the studio tonight.
My pleasure.
And so what's the next one? Is it a cover, original? What are we doing?
This next song is a song that I wrote primarily for fun.
For fun? You write the other ones for what to send to your accountant to make sure he does his job properly? What?
Well, I kind of wrote this song going in, and I was like, this is not going to be a good song, but I want to write it anyway, because like I just wanted to get that song out.
Yeah.
So this is the song that I wrote about the bullshit me and my few friends got up to in high school.
Perfect. That's what we like. We would like a little bit of like a weird kind of what's the movie I'm thinking of? I don't know what it is. Big shout out to Johnny Guns, who's tuned in, who's a regular here. But take this song away. Let me shut up right now because this is fantastic stuff. Bailey Jordan Neal.
We were young and we were so foolish. We thought that life was just a joke. Living life out by the fire. Tell Jesse to light another toast. THC and melody. It's honestly all I'll ever need. A pack of strings and some papers, baby. Well, that's the vibe this evening. One of my buddies started a business, the kind his mama wouldn't like. He's got a fast car and pretty girlfriend. Ask me, he's doing alright. We didn't see the future coming. We thought that life was just a joke. Living life out by the fire. Tell Jesse to light another toast. THC and melody. It's honestly all I'll ever need. A pack of strings and some papers, baby. Well, that's the vibe this evening. THC and melody. Well, that's the vibe this evening.
THC and melody, of course. Very Canadian story. Now that we're we're fully legal about that stuff now. Big shouts out to everyone in the chat. J Bob obviously loving this, and all. There's lots of people. Holy smokes! Come on, Commander Roo, Bernie Bobo. It's the Fritz. A lot of people. Maddie's son, and there's lots of people who haven't come into the chat. Come in chat, say hi, say hello.
Hello.
And I would imagine that if people have questions or even a, let's say, request, would you honor such things? That remains to be seen, but we're loving it in here, the P6 Live Media Studio. And, sorry, coughing. Definitely not Corona.
Yeah, that's illegal now.
Yeah, that's illegal now. I'm getting all kinds of looks, like the walls have eyes here. So, got to be very careful, very careful. Yeah, so what's up next? We got...
This next song I'm going to play because my grandmother has tuned in, and I know that she loves this song. And yeah, this song is called For Myself.
Well, you got Bernie Bo was saying, "Don't think twice, please." Did we play that already?
I did that during warm-up.
Oh, yeah.
So we should be okay.
Wow. Is that the one that you played, like the last one that you played before we started? That one?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay, we're in for a treat. So there's lots more to come, and you're all going to get your requests. We got a little bit of a Kanye emoji going on there. So if Kanye approves, we're in good spirits here. All right, Bailey, take it away.
All right. Thank you. I know you tried to tell me how it felt. I know you tried. I know you tried. I know you care. I know you care more than anyone else. I know you care. And that's why this isn't fair. But I know exactly who I am, and I know exactly what I need. I wrote a song and I sang it for everyone else. Maybe I should sing it for myself. I gave them all a smile, you know I smile for everyone else. Maybe I should smile for myself. You know I tried to put you before myself. I guess I did that for you and everyone else. I think it's time for me to build up myself. I can't spend more time on someone else's help. But I know exactly who I am, and I know exactly what I need. I wrote a song and I sang it for everyone else. Maybe I should sing it for myself. I gave them all a smile, you know I smile for everyone else. Maybe I should smile for myself. Or maybe I should smile for myself.
So that song there,
Yeah.
it's about playing the song for yourself rather than other people. Do you feel pressure from other people? Like, where does the origin of that tune come from?
Honestly, it's not so much about the writing part of it. It's more so just about doing things for yourself. In the sense that, like, a lot of times when you're, like, for instance, I love playing music. I will play music all day, every day. I'll sit in my room and play to no one. But when I'm on stage, and, like, there's certain people, like, you know when you're on stage and, like, most of the people are enjoying it, and you see that one guy in the corner, and then you feel like you got to try and get his approval.
Yep.
It's that kind of stuff where it's just like, there are people who are going to like it, there are people who aren't, and that's okay.
So in other words, you're trying to play to the trolls. Is that what you're saying?
Well,
no, I'm just kidding.
Trying not to play to the
trying
trolls.
not to play to the trolls. So basically, that's sending a message to anyone who's sitting in the dark corner, not enjoying the tunes. Maybe they had a rough day, maybe not. But at the end of the day, you're playing it for yourself. But
well, exactly.
So that calls into question the inspiration for some of the music writing. Are you tapping into things in your personal life? Obviously, the one about you and your buddies, THC and melodies. That one is about an experience. But are you trying to tap into something more generalized, like a general feeling that other people can relate to, or is it more from your personal feelings, trying to get things out? We talked earlier about scratching certain itches. When it comes as when you're a musician, you just feel an urge suddenly to pick up the guitar and go through some tunes, even just to get into like a meditative flow state, and then at that point something comes out of that. What is your process like? Where do you pull that inspiration?
So for me, like when it comes to writing or creating and even covering songs, I need to love it. It's like I won't cover a song if I don't love it. And when it comes to writing, it's that same kind of thing. Like, I'm a very selfish songwriter.
What does that mean?
It means that, like, I write songs that I want to write, and I write songs that I want to sing.
and ones that you want to listen to.
Well, exactly. Like, that's the thing. Like, some people will look, they're like, oh, you listen to your own music? It's like, well, I might not listen to my old EP anymore because I'm sick of it. But the first time I had the mix, I listened to it on repeat for a whole day.
Right.
Because I made songs that I wanted to make and that I was proud of. And I think that's okay, you know?
Absolutely. And that's actually the old trope, in that if you're trying to make music, you want to make music that you'd listen to and that you'd patronize and that you'd get on top of. And that's super important too, because at the end of the day, if you're being bored by your own music and you're just trying to fill a certain a certain weird thing that other people want, then what the hell's the point? Then you're just subjecting yourself to nonsense.
Yeah, like you asked if I try and be relatable and stuff like that, and I find, like, well, no, for a short answer, but also it's like that's almost impossible because people relate to genuine emotion. People relate to genuine experiences, and it's like if you try and fabricate that, it's just not going to happen. Absolutely.
And especially with live music, and you're so stripped down in terms of your setup, and it's just the guitar, the voice, plus the looper. Authenticity is part of that game, and if you try to come across as trying to tag a certain demographic or niche or something like that, it comes off as phonyism. Yeah. Do you see that last message that's up there?
Oh yeah, the superstition mashup.
Is there some kind of superstition mashup that you do?
Honestly, I haven't used the pedal in a couple songs, so I'll do that now.
All right, there you go. Like, asking you shall receive on the Studio Sessions 06 in the P6 Media Live studio.
Mom, so she knows what songs I
well,
play, so.
Well, there you go. Thanks for tuning in, Mom, and we appreciate it. And especially in terms of appreciation, we'll throw up a donate link up after. Perhaps if you guys are appreciating what you're seeing, you can toss a few ducats into the bucket, and we'll go from there. All right, Bailey, take it away. Let's hear your stuff.
All right, so real quick, this is something so when I was about 15 or 16, I saw Ed Sheeran do this at the iTunes Festival in Rio, or it was Rock in Rio, sorry. And I've been playing it ever since, and my parents both like it, and it's a
fan favorite. Fan favorite. Okay, here we go. Pleasing the crowd.
singer with a flow. I've got a habit of spitting quicker lyrics. You know, you find me ripping the rivers out. The pages they sit and I never want to get bitten. The plagiarism is hidden, which I will sit on the rhythm. Prisoner with the vision, signs will leave, but didn't listen to any criticism. Thought you knew, but you didn't. So prick your ears up and listen. Studio is a system, and you can say that I'm driven. And now it's on to the next saga. We drink the best lager. I'll never try to win you over like your stepfather. I'll do my own thing now and get respect out. And I'm blowing cocaine like it was Kim Carter. For 4 years I never had a place to stay, but it's safe to say that it kept me grounded like a paperweight. 16 years old, I moved out of my home. I was Maisie Gray, I tried to say goodbye and I drove the window, sleeping at a subway station, to sleeping with a movie star, an attitude of population. Now my imagination, I don't wanna relax. Would hurt your reputation if I put it on wax. We take it back, back. Come on and take it back, love. Come on and take it back, boys. Don't you fade into the back, love. No. I take it back to the rhythm and blues. The rap pack, I'll be singing the news, trying to act like Jack Black when I bring him to school. I make a beat with my feet just by hitting the loop, bringing the lyrics to prove that I can fit in these shoes. Give you the truth to the vocal boot. Stars bust up on the scene like an awful fruit. Try to take aim like Beckham when he goes to shoot, but then again that's what they're supposed to do. And I'm supposed to be calm. I tattoo the lyrics onto my arm, restoring everything that happens is from now on. I'm ready to start again by the end of this song. I said they're claiming that I handled it wrong, but then I've never had an enemy except the enemy. But I'll be selling twice as many copies as the magazines will ever be, with all these spectacles ahead of me and festival fees about the earth and the Dalmatian of pedigree. Singing for the masses, Rebatini rap this. I keep this rap in a habit and keep on flashing the magic about a little respect. I don't know if I'll have it. This song's from the hard cover, the plan to take it back now. Come on and take it back, love. Come on and take it back, boy. Don't you fade into the back, love. No, 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 not warm when she's away. Well, ain't no sunshine when she's gone. This house just ain't no home. Well, anytime she goes away, I wonder this time where she's gone. I wonder if she's going to stay. Nah, nah, nah. 'Cause ain't no sunshine when she's gone. This house just ain't no home. Anytime goes away. I know, 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 no, I don't know, I know, I know, I know, I know, no, I know, I know, I know, I know, no, I know, I know, I know, I know, no. Hell, don't leave the young thing alone. 'Cause ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Superstition leads the way. Anytime she goes away. Superstition leads the way. Anytime she goes away. Superstition leads the way. Anytime she goes away. Superstition leads the way.
Oh my God. That one was making the walls pound in here. And like, you're just a person with a guitar and a looper and you're slamming on like, and these speakers back here are just going thum, 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 thum. It was fantastic. Wow. Who the hell needs a backup band when you've got that level of mastery on a looper? Wow. That was fantastic. J Bob saying you're nailing the vocals. We got Juggersnot 10 giving it you fire. And that's your girlfriend, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so Jugger, big up. Big up to everyone tuned
Supposed to
in.
be doing homework.
Come on. She can get away with not doing homework for at least the next hour or in a bit. Yeah, and JoJoAnn73, absolutely incredible. This is why. So I've been born and raised in Toronto, and I've been to tons of different music scenes around the city, and I've seen a lot of different music scenes emerge. And the live music scene here is really healthy, especially post pandemic, and then we had the lockdowns and all that stuff, and everything's kind of opening up again. But in the open mics that I've been to and a lot of the live events that I've been to, this level of talent right here is notable and phenomenal. And it, even for quote unquote big city Toronto standards, and that's why we have you in the studio tonight. We're trying to capture lightning in a bottle here, and I think we're doing a great job with Bailey at the helm here, sparking the lightning, sparking the lightning. Yeah, Juggersnot says priorities. Of course, of course. You're supposed to be tuning in here and tell all your friends. Tell them to get rid of their homework as well. Get in here and listen to us. And I'm sure you guys saw the tips link that went up. It's right there in the bottom below. Here we go. And if you love what you see, throw some ducats in the bucket, and make sure that these live sessions keep going, and we always appreciate it over here. So, Bailey.
Yes.
What is the next thing? Is it going to be as involved as that last tune?
Probably not. This one is another request from my mom. She wants BB Abba Yay Yay, which is another Ed Sheeran song.
Okay.
I only have one on the set list, and I've played about 4 now. I'll do Don't Think Twice first, though. It's a good Bob Dylan tune.
Nice. All right. Let's do it. Take it away.
Well, there ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe. If and you don't know by now. Well, there ain't no use for you to sit and wonder why, babe. It'll never do somehow. When your rooster crows at the break of dawn, look out your window and I'll be gone. You're the reason I've been traveling on. So don't think twice, it's alright. Well, there ain't no use in you calling out my name, girl, like you never done before. Well, there ain't no use in you calling out my name, girl. I can't hear you anymore. Now I'm thinking and I'm wondering, and I'm walking down a road. I once loved a woman, a child I'm told. I gave her my heart, but she wanted my soul. So don't think twice, it's alright. Well, there ain't no use in you turning on your light, babe. The light I would never know. Well, there ain't no use in you turning on your light, babe. I'm on the dark side of the road. Still, I wish there was something you would do or say to try and make me change my mind and stay. But we never did too much talking anyway. So don't think twice, it's alright. So long, honey babe, where I'm bound, I can't tell. But goodbye is too good a word, babe. So I'll just say fare thee well. No, I ain't saying you treated me unkind. You could have done better, but well, I don't mind. 'Cause you just kind of wasted my precious time. So don't think twice, it's alright.
That's beautiful. Beautiful.
Good tune.
That was your mom. That was satisfying your mom's request. Okay. Well, Mom, you got your request. You got your request. One of the few in the chat. Well, actually, no. We did another request. You honored another request over there, right?
I think so. I don't know.
Oh no, that one's coming up. Remember, we played it, or you played it in the sound check earlier. That other one that was requested.
Which one was that?
That was
That was
the.
this one, I think.
No, it was the. Was that Don't Think Twice?
I think so.
All right. Okay. All right.
Why, was there something else you wanted to hear from the warm-up? I can do that too. That's not a problem.
No. Don't take cues from me. Don't take cues from me. Give the crowd what they want.
Mom wants Baby I'll Be AA, so I guess I'll do that.
Okay, so that's the one that that we have yet to figure out. All right.
Talking about that mastery.
You got this, man.
Shoes last night. No, I don't know where I put my key. Well, I was tired and I fell asleep beneath an oak tree. I bet my mother's proud of me, from each scar upon my knuckle and each graze upon my knee. All I know is I got a cab and then threw up upon his car seat. He kicked me out and then I walked home in the rain. Well, I tell myself in every way I won't be doing this again. And tomorrow's a brand new day. Someone told me, always say what's on my mind. And I am only being honest with you. I get lonely. I make mistakes from time to time. Say no me go, yeah. Oh, baby, I'll be, yeah. Oh, baby, I'll be, yeah. Baby, I'll be, yeah. I remember less and less, and mostly things that I regret. In my phone are several texts from girls that I've never met. In the pocket of my jeans are only coins and broken dreams. My heart is breaking at the seams, and I'm coming apart now. Things are looking up when I find my shoes right next to the oak tree. I'll get a bus straight into town, then I'll spend the afternoon looking around for the things that I've left on the ground. And say it with me, tomorrow's a brand new day. Someone told me to always say what's on my mind, and I am only being honest with you. I get lonely. I make mistakes from time to time. Say no me go, yeah. Oh, baby, I'll be, yeah. Baby, I'll be, yeah. Oh, baby, I'll be, yeah. Oh, baby, I'll be, yeah. Someone told me to always say what's on my mind, and I am only being honest with you. I get lonely. I make mistakes from time to time. Say no me go, yeah. Baby, I'll be, yeah.
And see, now I know why your mom likes that one. Because it says, like, my mom's proud of me, right? Like, that line right there,
Maybe.
I think that's the clincher right there. Well, Mom, you picked a good one. And you should be proud of your son because he's fantastic, as he's proving here tonight in the P6 studio. And anyone who's ever seen him live, this is just the tip of the iceberg in terms of the talent. And speaking of live, I know you mentioned the Middle 8 gig that you possibly have coming up and a bunch of other stuff, but like how receptive have obviously we've been in like a weird lockdown situation, hybrid lockdown situation for the last couple of years, but how has the reception been in terms of your trade and pitching it to different venues around the city? I'm looking at it from the standpoint of someone who comes in from the outside and wants to gain a bit of a foothold in the city. And have you met any barriers, or have people been relatively receptive? Do they require you to have a certain Instagram following, or they just need you to do a bit of an audition, or they just take you for your word? How does that work?
It's kind of just a place by place basis kind of thing. Like Middle 8, I got that gig because the owner was walking down the street when I was busking one day.
Oh, no way.
And he was just like, I want you to play in my club. And I've gotten a couple of gigs that way. And then there's also, like, I'll call places and send emails, and I'll go on. Like, when I first got to town, I started down at the water, and I, like, took a couple days to zigzag through the city up to about Eglinton to go to his...
All the way to Eglinton?
About there, yeah. It took me about 3 days.
Yeah, well,
spots.
Take you 3 days even if you did it all at once.
Well, I just, I went to places that looked like they had live music, and I'd go in and I'd give them my business card, and I'd tell them who I was and what I did. Sometimes they called, sometimes they didn't. Sometimes, like they said, like you said, they'd want an audition. And but yeah, normally once people have seen me play live, it's not as much of an issue. But coming to a city where you don't know anybody and asking for gigs can be difficult, especially because a lot of places in the cities have their regular musicians, they have their regular like clientele, and also they have like their friends who play music, who want to come and play at their bar. And it's like, I don't want to take gigs from anybody.
Yeah,
you know?
And it's not even just because they're friends. It's also because they understand what they're getting and all that kind of stuff.
They know what they're paying for. They know exactly who they're getting in. And
exactly.
It's like, that has been the biggest barrier, is just give me a chance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so busking has helped with that because people hear before they talk to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I've
exactly.
got gigs that way, and then open mics help as well. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a great. It's a great rundown of how it might work in the city if a newcomer comes to the city and tries to figure it out on their own.
People love to tell you about what they're doing, so.
Yeah, that's right.
Really
that's true.
What's up? And then they tell you where they're playing, what they're doing, and you can go to those places and ask for a gig.
And I would even say that because of the lockdown situation, a lot of on-the-fence musicians have maybe bowed out of the scene, and I've noticed that actually over the last year. When things opened up in the summer, the open mic scene, sorry, got some stuff in my throat. I think it's because of the fog machine I keep throwing out here.
That a bit too.
Because the open mic scene had almost reset, where all this fresh new blood had come into the circuits. Like, you still had your old schoolers running around inside the open mic scene, but I saw all these fresh new faces, and I only noticed that because I went to a lot of the open mics before the pandemic hit, and it was just the same old people over and over and over and over again. And then this time around, it was like fresh people. So I think people are almost open to that. There's a lot of fresh new talent coming through the city, and people who are trying to cut their teeth in the scene, and they're giving them extra chances. So one, the chances might be a little bit more limited because of the lockdown situations, but two, people are a lot more open-minded in trying to give people a chance. So I'm glad that you've actually gained a foothold. What's that?
Well, thank you. But I think a lot of it is they've had a break.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, especially for people who run open mics and stuff, they haven't seen live music themselves in 2 years.
Right.
So just having artists in playing and seeing live music every night is just fresh again.
Well, we're lucky to have you here tonight, and I appreciate you coming in. So what do we got coming up next?
Well, I saw a request. Joanne wants me to play All I Want.
Ah, there you go. Joanne, you're getting what you want. All you want? Not sure, but you're going to get all you want. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, and then I got 3 more on my set list. Feel free to send in some
requests. Yeah, we still got some time here, so yeah, we got lots of time. So let's figure that one out. So All I Want to Joanne.
to hear you knocking at my door. 'Cause if I could see your face once more, I could die a happy man, I'm sure. So when you said your last goodbye, I died a little bit inside. I lay in tears in bed all night, alone without you by my side. But if you love me, why'd you leave me? Take my body, take my body. And all I want is, and all I need is to find somebody. I'll find somebody like you. Oh, oh. Like you. Oh, like you. Like you. Oh, oh, oh. You brought out the best of me, a part of me I've never seen. You took my soul and you wiped it clean. Our love was made for movie screen. If you love me, then why'd you leave me? Take my body, take my body. All I want is, and all I need is to find somebody. I'll find somebody like you. Oh, oh. Like you. Oh, like you. Like you. Oh, oh, oh. But if you love me, then why'd you leave me? Take my body, take my body. And all I want is, and all I need is to find somebody. I'll find somebody like you. Oh, oh, oh.
Joanne, that's such a sad song. Why did you request that one? Now I'm in tears. No, I'm just kidding. Joanne, that was a good pick. And the reason it's a good pick is like, that is an insane tune to sing. It's like all in the high register. And even for the best of like vocalists, it's a very hard song to nail. And you've nailed it.
Oh,
How did you train your voice, by the way?
I screamed until it hurt, and then when it healed, I did that again.
You hear that, vocal trainers? All the things that you say not to do,
Don't do that.
he did it, and now he's nailing it.
It was essentially just screaming "Fall Out Boy" in Mariana's Trench to the top of my lungs until I hit puberty.
Fantastic. Okay, Sabrina's solo show. Well, we just got rated with a party of 144 people. Welcome, Raiders, to the P6 Live Media Studio sessions. We are here with Bailey Jordan Neal, who is a local musician in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, gracing us with his beautiful music. Thank you for everyone for tuning in. We are now at we're over 115 people right now. which is great. Thank you so much for the Sabrina Solo show for rating us, because we are here, and we're here to bring you all the love in the world. With Bailey Jordan Neal at the helm, you guys just missed the best performance. And you guys came in at the wrong point, but here it's going to come in even better. See, now that we've got a bunch of Raiders in the studio, in the chat, oh, look at this. We got redo. We're not doing redo, DD Marie. Come on. You're going to have to watch the replay. So you subscribe to the channel. You'll be able to see the replay. Not subscribe, but you can just follow the channel. You guys don't need to subscribe. It's a big deal. But you're going to have so many more great tunes. So, Bailey, what do we got coming up next? Before, I want these people to hear you before we start going into a bunch of interview questions and dialogues and all that kind of stuff.
My mom has given me 3 more choices.
Your mom is still dictating your choices here?
She's still throwing songs at me.
All right, okay.
This is a good one. This is a James Arthur song.
All right, well, let's give the people what they want. Show me what you got. All right.
As soon as my guitar's in tune.
Okay, well, he's doing a little bit of a tuning thing. If you are in the chat, if you're tuned in right now, make sure you get in the chat, say hello, say what's up. It's a fantastic music night here in Toronto at the P6 Live Media Studio for Studio Sessions 06 with Bailey Jordan Neal. Follow him on Bailey Jordan Neal Music on Instagram. That's right. And take it away, brother.
I met you in the dark, you lit me up. You made me feel as though I was enough. We danced the night away, and we drank too much. I held your hair back when you were throwing up. Then you smiled over your shoulder. For a minute I was stone cold sober. I pulled you closer to my chest. Then you asked me to stay over. I said I already told you. I think that you should get some rest. I knew I loved you then, but you never know. 'Cause I played it cool and I was scared of letting go. I knew I needed you, but I never showed. 'Cause I wanna stay with you till we're gray and old. Just say you won't let go. Say you won't let go. I'll wake you up with some breakfast in bed, and I'll bring you coffee with a kiss on your head. And I'll bring the kids to school and wave them goodbye. And I'll thank my lucky stars for that night when you smile over your shoulder. For a minute I forget that I'm older. I wanna dance with you right now. And you look as beautiful as ever. I swear every day you get better. You make me feel this way somehow. I'm so in love with you, and I hope you know, darling, your love is more than worth its weight in gold. We've come so far, my dear, look how we've grown. And I wanna stay with you till we're gray and old. Say you won't let go. Say you won't let go. I wanna live with you, even when we're ghosts. 'Cause you were always there for me when I needed you most. I'm gonna love you till my lungs give out. Promise till death we part, like in a vow. So I wrote this song for you. Now everybody knows that it's just you and me until we're gray and old. Just say you won't let go. Say you won't let go. Say you won't let say you won't let go.
Holy smokes. Lovely. So good. So good. I want to welcome all the new viewers in the chat. And from the Sabrina Solo show, big shouts out to Sabrina Solo. I was just able to check back on the chat here, figuring out who is who, all the first time viewers. Please stick around. Please follow the channel. We do this each and every Thursday night. We have lots of great shows coming up. And we also sometimes do Saturday nights, and we also do them from live venues here in Toronto of the open mic night. Tonight in the studio, we have Bailey Jordan Neal. Check out his Instagram at Bailey Jordan Neal Music, and you can follow all his tunes. He's a fantastic singer-songwriter based out of Newfoundland, here in Toronto, performing a lot of the open mics, and we invite him into the studio tonight. You can see behind me the chat that's kind of like there. Let me get out of the way. The chat that's right there, so he can see everything that you're saying. And make sure if you have any requests and or comments, make sure you load them up in the chat. Sabrina, I see in the chat there. I see you. Sounds and looks amazing. Thank you so much. We do a lot of great work here out of the studio and in the studio, and we try to make sure to present people in the best light as possible. And of course, tonight we have Bailey Jordan Neal. Bailey. That was a fantastic last tune. Not your last tune, but the last tune that you played.
Yeah.
What do you got coming up for us next?
I'm going to play the first song that I wrote ever.
First song that you wrote ever?
Yeah, this is called Over My Head. I wrote it when I was about 15. And, yeah.
Geez, you're going to make me jealous again. First with the voice, and now with your singer-songwriting capabilities at such a young age. Well, let's do it then. Again, if you're in the chat and you have a request, throw it up there. Let's see what you got. Show us what you've got. All right, take it away, Bailey.
It's been a while since you've been here. Now in a while I crave you near. Lipstick stains in the back of my mind. Gotta see you one more time. You tell me you love me, but I'm not sure. Do you come knocking at my door? The lights are out and there's nothing to be said except I love you. I'm in over my head. I know that it's been far too long, but darling, I ask you to be strong. And prove to me that it's not some silly game we play. Prove you love me, and prove you'll stay. Tell me you love me, but I'm not sure. Do you come knocking at my door? The lights are out and there's nothing to be said except I love you. I'm in over my head. I love you. I'm in over my head.
I almost have to turn off like the fast chat because the comments are flying fast and furious. You're delighting a lot of people here, Bailey, and
They're enjoying it.
yeah, they're loving it. Someone requested Wonderwall. Shame on you. I know that was like a weird troll, but shame on you. But we are taking requests, and if you love what you're seeing here, we're here to interact with you. And I'm sorry for the people who were expecting an emoji wall. We're not doing emojis here. The only reason is because we like to have these videos as pristine as possible in the recording so that the folks who come in through the studio can use them for promotional purposes. And that's kind of how we do here. We want to support local musicians, and we bring them into the studio, not only to sound great, but also come away with something great as well. We appreciate you tuned in. Sabrina Solo Show, thank you for the raid once again. You are the best, and J Bob for recommending it, and we appreciate it. So, again, if you do have requests, I don't know if anyone's been requesting here. Yeah, someone's like, shame. Yeah, shame Corey. Shame Corey. I don't know who Corey is, but Corey... shame, but I'm also laughing as well. So really appreciate it. I'm Rob from the P6 Media Studio here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and we support local musicians. Make sure to follow the channel, and we do this each and every Thursday night, so you will be greeted with a brand new band or solo musician. We have lots of capabilities in this studio to do it. And Sabrina Solo, if you're ever in Toronto, you have an open door policy over here. Come and do your performance in here. So Bailey, what do we got coming up next? Talk to me.
I got 2 more songs on here, but my mom also wants to hear graffiti overpass graffiti.
All right.
So I guess I'll do that one and then my other 2 songs.
Okay. What about any other covers?
So these are covers.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I think I'm done with my songs for now.
Okay, let's do it.
This is Overpass Graffiti. It's a new Ed Sheeran tune. It's on his new album.
Oh, I actually haven't heard his new album, so now this is a treat for me. All right, take it away.
This is a dark parade, another rough patch to rain on. Rain on. I know your friends may say this is a cause for celebration. Lip and parade love. Photographs and sepia tones, so still the fire's barely fighting the hole. Alone. There were times when I could feel your ghost, just when I am almost letting you go. Cards were stacked against us both. I will always love you for what it's worth. We'll never fade like graffiti on the overpass. Yeah. I know time may change the way you think of us. I remember the way we were. You were the first full stop of that will never leave. Baby, you will never be lost on me. This is a goddamn shame. I never wanted to break it or leave us tainted. I should walk away, but I just can't replace us or even erase us. The car was stuck, the engine stalled. Both of us got caught out in the snow. Alone. There were times when I forget the lows, think the highs were all that we'd ever know. The cards were stacked against us both. I will always love you for what it's worth. We'll never fade like graffiti on the overpass. I know time may change the way you think of us. I remember the way we were. You were the first full stop, love that will never leave. Baby, you will never be lost on me. Baby, you will never be lost on me.
So good. So good. You guys, see, that raid happened on just a bit too late. No shade to Sabrina Solo's show. But you guys have missed at least an hour and 15 minutes
I'm
of...
drenched in sweat and getting tired now.
No, hey, man, we're just getting started here. But you missed at least an hour and 15 minutes of such fantastic performance from Bailey Jordan Neal, local live musician here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I want to see an area code check. Where are you guys tuned in from? I want to see how diverse our crowd is right now, tuned in. And, yeah, just pop that into the chat. Let us know where you're from. Also, hydration check. If anyone is tuned in, get your cold drinks or your warm drinks. Right now in Toronto, it's snowing like crazy. I'm going to open the window up a little bit more because Bailey's doing a little bit of sweating right now. And, yeah, let us know where you're from. 369. I have no idea where that is. Okay, let's just go on the way of letting us know where you're from, because I don't know where these area codes are from. But there's lots of people tuned in. If you want to see more stuff like this, make sure you follow the channel. It's free. It's no problem. You guys know the deal, especially if you are current Twitch viewers and aficionados. Make sure you follow the channel because it helps us do what we do. You don't need to subscribe or anything or whatever. You know, that's a whole thing. But unless you have Amazon Prime and you haven't subscribed yet, then it's free. But we are going back to Bailey Jordan Neal, Bailey Jordan Neal Music on Instagram. You can also follow him on TikTok. And he is a fantastic performer here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And he's going to take us into his next tune. What do we got coming up next?
I'm going to do another Ed Sheeran song. This one was the only one that was actually on my set list. But, yeah, hopefully you guys know it. Hopefully you guys enjoy it.
All right.
Here we go.
Let's take it away.
Every time you come around, you know I can't say no. And every time the sun goes down, I let you take control. Well, I can feel the paradise before my world implodes. And tonight had something wonderful. My bad habits lead to late nights sitting alone, conversations with a stranger that I barely know, swearing this will be the last, but it probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use or do. My bad habits lead to white eyes staring into space, and I know I'll lose control of the things that I say. I was looking for a way out, now I can't escape. Nothing happens after two. It's true, my bad habits lead to you. pushing over everything to reach the first time spark. It started under neon lights and then it all got dark. I only know how to go too far. My bad habits lead to late nights sitting alone, conversations with a stranger that I barely know. I'm swearing this will be the last, but it probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use or do. My bad habits lead to white eyes staring into space, and I know I'll lose control of the things that I say. I was looking for a way out, now I can't escape. Nothing happens after two. It's true, my bad habits lead to you. Ooh, my bad habits lead to you. We took a long way round and burned till the fun ran out. Now my bad habits lead to late nights sitting alone, conversations with a stranger that I barely know. I'm swearing this will be the last, but it probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use or do. My bad habits lead to white eyes staring into space, and I know I'll lose control of the things that I say. I was looking for a way out, now I can't escape. Nothing happens after two. It's true, my bad habits lead to you. Ooh, my bad habits lead to you. Ooh, bad habits lead to you.
Yes. I think Ed is basically, his ears are ringing right now. What do you think? What do you think? I think so. I think so. Welcome to the P6 Live Studio Sessions 06 with Bailey Jordan Neal, who is gracing us with his presence tonight. And at the end of the day, make sure you follow the channel to get notified of more. The other thing is, we have a little bit of a link down below right there. Hold on. Let me get the thing. If you like what you're hearing, just feel free to shoot some ducats in the bucket over at tips@p6live.com. Big shouts out to JBob87 out of Wisconsin for suggesting the raid. And big shouts out to Sabrina's solo show and her crew for coming in and watching the show tonight. It helps make this all worth it. We do this out of the love for the scene, and we try to make sure that local musicians get highlighted. And we have lots coming in. Next week we have Mellowship, which is a great psychedelic rock band coming into the studio, full setup. They got so many great tunes, so make sure you tune in for that show. And then going into March, we have a bunch of different bands. And I'm not, like I mentioned earlier, the Augustas are coming in March. That date is yet to be set. We also have Taylor Abramese, I think his name is. I can't pronounce his last name, but he's a fantastic singer-songwriter. And we are doing a show live from his studio. We also do live sessions all over the city from the open mic nights. And you get to see a slew of different acts and people who are performing in the city to showcase all the brand new talent that's rolling through during the pandemic and pre-pandemic and post-pandemic and all that kind of stuff. So make sure you follow the channel. We are very unique in the fact that we not only do shows in the studio, but we do them on location with a similar style and similar quality and similar setup. So make sure you tune in for all of those. So Bailey, what do we got coming up next?
All right, I got one more song on my set list.
One more song. Okay, well, if you have one more song on your set list, then either people have to request a tune, or they have to request a raid, because we have enough people watching right now where we're gonna go pay the love forward and raid another channel. If you got a raid suggestion or a request suggestion, please put it in the chat, and Bailey can see it. I keep trying to move away. Hold on. And Bailey can see the chat back there as you're putting up the request. So make sure you get your suggestions in. And if you have a raid suggestion, please put it forward, because I'm not only operating the cameras and the lighting and the smoke machine and the audio and all that kind of stuff, it's hard for me to go search out who's appropriate to raid, and I do not want to have this audience disappointed. So if you have a raid suggestion, please pop it in the chat, and I will pop it forward. So Bailey, this is the last tune in your set list, but not necessarily your last tune. What do we got coming up?
This is Hit Me Baby One More Time by Britney Spears.
Seriously, free Britney, eh? Are we free Britney right now?
I think she's free.
Are we maximum free? No, it's she's only free after you play this tune.
Okay.
This is the tune that gets the genie out of the bottle, and all the people who are involved in Britney's life out of her life and letting her live her free and best life. What do you think? I think that's the way it goes. All right, take it away.
I supposed to know something wasn't right, yeah. Oh, pretty baby, I shouldn't have let you go. 'Cause now you're out of sight, yeah. Show me how you want it to be. Tell me, baby, 'cause I need to know now. Because my loneliness is killing me, and I must confess, I still believe when you're not with me, I lose my mind. Give me a sign, hit me baby one more time. Ooh. Oh baby, baby, the reason I breathe is you. Girl, you got me blinded. Oh, pretty baby, there's nothing that I wouldn't do. It's not the way I planned it. Show me how you want it to be. Tell me, baby, 'cause I need to know now. Because my loneliness is killing me, and I must confess, I still believe when you're not with me, I lose my mind. Give me a sign, hit me baby one more time. Hit me baby one more time. Ooh, oh baby, baby, how was I supposed to know? Oh pretty baby, I shouldn't have let you go. And I must confess, my loneliness is killing me now. Don't you know I still believe you will be here? So give me a sign, hit me baby one more time.
Yeah. Perfect tune to end out the cast. That was awesome. So good. And if you've loved what you've heard and love what you've seen, please make sure to throw some ducats in the bucket, tips@p6live.com. I'm going to forward to a rave because you guys haven't requested anything, but that's fine because you can watch the cast back where there's lots of covers and lots of requests being honored. Just follow the channel and watch the highlight reel after. And this is Bailey Jordan Neal, so you can follow him at Bailey Jordan Neal Music on Instagram and on TikTok and all the places. Find him on Spotify. He's got some great original tunes, and I've been honored to have him in the studio tonight for the last 2 hours. So I think we're gonna raid. And what do you think, Bailey? We're gonna raid?
That sounds fun.
Yeah, So Bailey's always down for a raid. So. We're gonna raid Glow Stick Willie, and the reason I'm raiding them, they've got a great setup. They've got a studio setup, and it's the last few casts in their studio, which is fantastic. It's multicam. They're a live band. I think they're like Southern rock, and they do great stuff. So when you get in there, let them know you came from P6 Live and also Sabrina's solo show. And let them know that you came from us. So I think I'm going to do that right now. What do you think, Bailey?
Yeah.
Bailey, how can people get in touch with you?
I mean, just send me a message on Instagram or whatever.
Okay.
Honestly, it's pretty simple.
Perfect. Okay. We're going to raid. Make sure you make a lot of noise once you get into Glowstick Willie's feed. I'm going to try that right now. So let's see here. Yeah, here we go. We're starting to raid soon. Thank you so much to J-Bobs. Thank you so much to Juggersnot for lending us your boy tonight. Thank you so much for Joanne and Mom, Jordan Neal, and all the people. And thank you so much from Atlantic City. You just requested at the wrong time because we're just about to raid. Thank you for tuning in every Thursday night. Make sure you follow this channel because we do live shows. And I want to thank Bailey Jordan Neal for coming in. I really appreciate it. Let's go raiding. Make some noise in the chat once you get into the raid. Once you get into their channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll see you next Thursday.